Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to PRL's British Grand Prix. And we're starting to fall a little bit behind Dubsy there in the championship. So this time I have to do a pretty good qualifying effort to try and get up there. And oh dear, we're down in 6th position, buried in the grid at the moment. And there's rain on the horizon, but we just popped up to P2. And lucky we did at that point because the rain started to set in qualifying and no one improved after that point. So yeah. Unlucky though not to get pole. I did make a couple of mistakes on that lap. But Dubsy grabs that pole and I'm thankful to be joining him on the front row of the grid. Could have been a lot worse in that session as I did absolutely bottle the first run I had. And yeah, here's the grid. We've got the Williams on pole. He's the man we're trying to beat. The man out in front in the championship. We line up in 2nd and our teammate Danny in 4th position. She won the Canadian Grand Prix 2 weeks ago. She'll be hoping to get back on the podium. And we are off now. Pretty good traction. A little bit of wheel spin though, and that's going to mean that Dubsy's going to maintain his advantage. We had a pretty even start with him actually. And indeed with the Murph behind. So it's a status quo from the grid into the first complex of corners. Dubsy's car kicks a little bit sideways, but not too bad for him. We just follow him through that first complex of corners, and unable to make a move there, but also careful not to hit him. Nothing really happens for the next while. Danny's made her way up to 3rd position. I'm just saying there that Dubsy pitted at the end of lap 8, so he's going for a 2-stop. And I am going for a 1-stop, as you see halfway through the race. Already on lap 13, going to go to the end on prime tyres. And it should be quite plain sailing actually, as Dubsy has to use the prime tyres at some stage, and I think he was double stunting on options, but no, safety car. Safety car for trick shots, destruction of car. And that is appalling news for us, because we're trapped now on the prime, and look at that, lots of people on options which can go to the end who pitted under that safety car, obviously having run primes earlier in the race, in either the start of the race or what they put on at their first stop, since we were the only person who had not made a pit stop by lap 13. So big disadvantage for myself. Dubsy pitted as well, but this time for prime, so we were equal between the two of us. But behind there were option runners in Rafa and Danny. Danny down in 5th or 6th I think it was at the time of the safety car. So she'll be looking to make up some positions. And at that restart, no moves again. Just like the start, and Rafa's through to 2nd there, you see on the leaderboard. And yes, he's still 2nd at the start of the next lap. But just look at the map here guys, something weird happens to Rafa. Does he hit the inside wall perhaps at turn 1? Because he's off on the map there, and he continues to go off at the next part. And there's cars mayhem everywhere. That allows Danny up to 3rd position, but look at this. That was a controversial moment in the race for at least Dubsy. Apparently they are being investigated for that. For possibly brake testing him, I'm guessing, is what he's claiming. But I didn't feel any contact on my screen. And Danny takes advantage as I get a little bit sideways on the exit of Stowe, and she's up into the lead, and she's pulling away on her options, and now Rafa, also on options, is coming through, pushes us slightly away. We get a cause a collision there warning, but thankfully he doesn't get through, and Danny goes on to take a 2nd victory of the season, and this is a Marussia 1-2, so fantastic news for the team.
Great race, just fantastic, 18 points.
Post-race, Dubsy and HS were disqualified, so that pushes us to the lead of the championship. And that's been quite a while since we've been there. We look forward to the next round in Hockenheim. I've been Jacko. See you there, guys.